Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the negative effects on the scapegoated child. My name is Callie Emoto and I'm a psychotherapist specializing in helping people overcome childhood trauma. And we do this in three ways. Firstly, by understanding what happened. Secondly, by discovering who you really are. And thirdly, designing a life that you want to live according to your own values. In each video, we'll be talking about an aspect of childhood trauma and follow it with a guided meditation to give you some tools to help you overcome any negative effects you may have experienced as a result of trauma in your childhood. There are many negative effects that the scapegoated child can experience as a result of the treatment they receive in a toxic family system. These effects can last well into adulthood and maybe for the rest of your life if you don't take conscious action to heal the damage. One of the biggest effects is that the scapegoated child can develop a negative self-image, a feeling that there's something deeply wrong with them, as a result of the constant insults and criticisms leveled at them. And this happens for two reasons. Firstly, the child is dependent on the narcissistic parent for their survival. And so they try very hard to maintain some kind of relationship with the parent, despite the abuse. Often the child will internalize this abuse, finding it easier to believe they really are as bad as the narcissistic parent says they are, rather than continue to doubt and question the parent and risk losing the only source of survival they have as a young child. The second reason is that when something is constantly repeated to you, you experience a form of brainwashing. So you may involuntarily start to believe these things because you've heard them so often. There are many other negative effects that the scapegoated child can experience. They can become very anxious, fearful, and self-sabotaging. They can become resistant to trying new things and developing new skills for fear of being targeted and shamed with criticism by others. They can become withdrawn and depressed, not wanting to be seen as their real or best self, because this has been criticized by the narcissistic parent time and time again. And so they try to make themselves invisible or appear less than they are in an attempt not to attract negative attention and criticism. It can be a very lonely and isolating world for a scapegoated child. Or the scapegoated child may become angry, resentful, defensive, and combative in an attempt to keep others away from them. They may lash out at even the hint of an attack from others, and this further serves to isolate them. As a result of gaslighting by the narcissistic parent, the scapegoated child may become confused and start to distrust their own judgment. Two examples that I can bring to mind from my own childhood is if the child approaches the narcissistic parent with an example of something that happened that hurt them, something the parent did, and the parent responds with, "You're just oversensitive," or "That never happened." It can be extremely disorienting, and you start to question yourself. Another example is when the narcissistic parent speaks about you to other people in your presence in glowing terms. They may say, "Oh yes, the child is so good and so well behaved and does so well in school." But yet, behind closed doors, they never praise you for your behavior or your good grades. There's just constant criticism and denigration. This causes confusion, and the child starts to wonder whether they're wrong for experiencing any painful emotions about the parent. Maybe the parent isn't so bad after all, and it's the child themselves that's just crazy. Because over time, the scapegoated child becomes accustomed to the abuse and it becomes familiar to them, they are then vulnerable to bullies and other narcissists. They are attracted to people who exhibit these abusive behaviors because it seems familiar to them, and they mistakenly often think that it's real love because that's what they received from the narcissistic parent who supposedly truly loved them. Because the narcissistic parent encourages the scapegoated child to not pay attention to themselves, but to put all their attention onto the parent, over time, the child can become dissociated from their own emotions and even physical sensations. They may not be able to know what emotions they're feeling, and also may not be able to feel things like whether they're hot or cold or in pain. Also, the child may develop mystery illnesses that have no obvious cause. Things like extreme pain and stiffness in the knees at age 10, a worn out disc in the spine at age 15, and extreme deterioration in the eyesight from age 16, even though no one in the family or descendants had experienced any eyesight problems. This happens because of the child feeling constant negative emotions, fearful, anxious, depressed lots of the time. Their body is constantly in fight or flight mode, chemicals being released to ready them for fight or flight. They're never able to relax. And as a result of this, the immune system suffers and the whole system starts to break down because there's too much stress for the body to cope with. In the second part of this video, we are going to explore a little bit about our value. In this material society, we are often taught that we have no value unless we are achieving something or being productive. These things can be useful, of course. They can teach us new skills. We can make money to earn a living, but they don't dictate your intrinsic worth or value as a human being. You have intrinsic value simply because you're alive. And that's because you are an eternal energy, divine energy, or life force energy within a human body. And facing, resolving, and healing the damage you sustained as a scapegoated child is one of the most important things you can do in this lifetime. Because by healing this damage, you're raising your energy, your vibration, from very low, damaged, up to as high as you can, close to your full potential, as close to your full potential as you can. This doesn't only help you raising your energy, but to a small extent, it raises the energy of humanity because you're part of that collective human energy. At the moment we die, we are not going to care one iota about how expensive our car was, how big our house was, or whether we'd climbed to the top of the corporate ladder. We can't take those things with us. What we will take is how much did we overcome our challenges and raise our vibration, discovering qualities, developing qualities such as love, wisdom, compassion, and how much do we live those qualities? So to start to discover and honor intrinsic qualities within us, we'll start to look at things that may be dismissed by society. Qualities such as clarity, resilience, fairness, playfulness, helpfulness, courage, connectedness. So we'll look at these qualities within the meditation. These are things that you don't have to prove anything. You don't have to have achieved anything, or it's not about the roles that you have. It's just about the qualities that are intrinsically within you. And now we'll start our meditation. So close your eyes and start to focus on your breath. And breathe in relaxation into your scalp and forehead. Let it flow into the muscles of your face, into your neck and shoulders, and just allow all these areas to start to relax. And as you move into meditation and your relaxation, the responsibilities of your day and all the identities of your day are coming off you like jackets. And as you take them off you, you can hang them outside of your meditation space. Breathe in relaxation to your upper body, your arms and hands, and let it flow into your stomach area, into your hips and thighs and your knees, letting any tightness and tension that might be there relax and release. And then breathe in relaxation to your calf muscles, into your feet and into your toes. And as you allow your body to relax, you can also allow your mind and your emotions to relax. So imagine you're stepping away from your own mind and emotions, and as you turn around and look back at them, you can see them clearly, but without getting involved with them, without following them. You just let them be as they are and return to the breath. Now notice what's here in the present moment. Notice any sounds, any smells, the temperature of the room, and know that you're here right now, in this time and place, and in this particular form. Now imagine a white light in your heart center. See it getting brighter and expanding out, pushing out any dark energy into a candle flame, where it disintegrates and is recycled naturally. Now breathe in life force energy from nature and from the universal love and wisdom that's all around us. Breathe in this powerful energy through your open heart center and let it fill every cell of your body and every part of your energy field with divine light. Acknowledge that you are this divine light, and we can give thanks for the opportunity to shine this eternal light out through the body into the world in our own unique way during this lifetime. Now, staying in this elevated vibration, just think of any qualities that you have just naturally. There might be things such as playfulness, gentleness, creativity, resilience, fairness, connection, courage, humor. Any of the qualities that you naturally embody, and feel these qualities within you. Let them be there. Notice how your body feels more alive, more energized when you're embodying these qualities within yourself. You can acknowledge and honor these qualities because they're a positive and valuable part of yourself. Stay in this energy for a few more seconds. Just honoring yourself and how positive you feel. And now prepare to come out of your meditation. Acknowledge that you're sitting on a chair in your room. You can move your fingers and toes if you wish to. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. I really hope that this has helped you on your journey to discovering yourself. I wish you a good day wherever you are in the world. Thank you for listening. Feel free to like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next post next week. Bye for now.